Hi Pisces, welcome to June. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to talk about what's coming up this month. So Mercury's going direct on the 3rd. And then Saturn will go retrograde on the 4th of June. And then Mercury will move into Gemini on the 14th as we have a full moon in Sagittarius on the same day. Then we have a new moon in Cancer, which is favorable to your sign, on June 28th, and Neptune, your ruling planet, will retrograde on the same day. So let's see, what do the cards say for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know about love and relationships for the month of June 2022? What is coming up for Pisces? What is coming up for Pisces in June of 2022? What is coming up for Pisces, June 2022? In terms of love and relationships, what does Pisces need to know about love and relationships for June 2022? Okay, let's see what we get. The Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Devil, the Six of Wands, the King of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Justice card, and the King of Swords. And the card at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this is looking good. So you're starting the month off with the Three of Wands and the Two of Cups. So the Three of Wands is about, well, first of all, you have the Ace, which is planting the seed. That's the past. So you've planted the seed for a relationship. And now this month, you're going to see that seed grow and bear fruit. So the Three of Wands is about seeing the results of your work, of something that you've put your energy toward. So things are going to start to move this month. And with the three is about partnership and birth, really. Threes are about two people coming together, planning something, working together, and then seeing the results of that effort. And you have the Two of Cups here. So whatever partnership you're involved in this month is going to be a good one. The Two of Cups is like two people who see eye to eye. They're on the same page. Could be a soulmate connection where you're, you finish each other's sentences. You just, you get each other. You understand each other. And not only, so there could be a new beginning that you may have already initiated in the past, but it was just the beginning, inklings, like you planted the seed with the Ace. Possibly in the spring months, March, April, May. Now in June, things are going to start to take action. Things are going to take shape. And you're going to see the results of whatever you initiated. It looks like this partnership, it's going to represent success for you. It's going to represent, you're going to be feeling good about it. And it could even be like a karmic reward for anything that you've suffered in the past. But the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel like this is going to bring you abundance and a feeling of security. Like finally I am with someone that has my back. Maybe in past relationships, you were the one always carrying the weight of the relationship, or you were the one who was the financial provider. With this card, I feel like this is the card, the Ten of Pentacles is the wealth card, but it's more than just money. It's about two people coming together, bringing their resources, joining their resources together. And like alone, they were probably okay, but together they're even more abundant. And you have someone who is there for you. It's not someone who's going to drain your energy or drain your finances. They're only going to add to it or enhance it. So I feel like you're coming into a very prosperous time this month as well. You have the Seven of Cups, which is a passing influence. So you may have been kind of in a state of confusion in the recent past. Like, I don't know what I really want. I have all these options. What do I choose? I feel like that period is ending. That period is ending, and you're making a decision. A decision is going to be made. Because the Seven of Cups is like, I'm dreaming about what I want, but I'm not taking action toward it. I think in June, you're going to either, if you don't take action, something is going to start to happen. Now you have the devil here. I think what's been holding you back is fear. But the devil also represents passion, desire, attraction. So maybe you're afraid of, you know what the potential is in the relationship, and you're afraid it might overwhelm you. You might be afraid of being overwhelmed by the success of this partnership or connection. But I feel like you're strongly attracted to each other. There's a lot of chemistry with the devil. And you have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is about victory. It's like, so if you put your energy out there, you're going to be successful. So don't let fear hold you back. If there's something that you want in a relationship, go for it. Don't be afraid that, whatever your fears are. Now, the devil could be sometimes an obsession, like you're really obsessed with someone. You can't stop thinking about them. But you're afraid to take action. You've been afraid anyway. But I think that's going to change. Now, you have the King of Wands here in your fear sector. So there could be, you could be dealing with an air sign or a fire sign. The King of Wands could represent someone who is a very good leader. So maybe you have to be the leader in your own life. You have to embrace the energy of the King of Wands. Or you could be concerned about someone represented by this King of Wands. Someone who seems very confident, who's very outspoken, can be a bully at times. But they're also very good-hearted. They're very generous. They want to see, they like to help people, but they're sometimes afraid. They sometimes can go over the top and come across as bossy. I feel like you're moving away from something. You might be moving away from difficulty. You have this Six of Swords in your environment. So either you might be physically moving to a better location, or you're just moving away from relationships that didn't serve you in the past, that were toxic. And now you're moving into something. I feel like you have the potential to make a strong soulmate type connection. If you're not already in a relationship, there is one that there's potential that something can start, or at least if it's already started, develop into something more meaningful. So the Six of Swords is leaving your troubles behind, moving on to calmer waters, to greater harmony. And the harmony, it also comes about through communication. So if you're in a current relationship and you've been having difficulties, if you just sit down and talk about it, you can create harmony, and you could resolve the issue, because the sixes are here. These two sixes represent harmony, the potential for harmony, but you have to take action, and don't let fear hold you back from speaking up or reaching out. In your wish fulfillment, you have the Justice card. The Justice card can mean a couple of things. You might be resolving a legal issue, because you also have the King of Swords here. This can sometimes represent law, legal, having to make a decision, or waiting for a decision to be made. With the Justice card, a decision is made in your favor. So if you have any pending legal things, that's going to be worked out too. Right now, it seems like they're trying to decide what's right, what's true, what's real, what's not real. So there could be some kind of negotiation, or they're looking at all the facts, trying to decide what the truth is. But the other meaning of the Justice, so the Justice means justice will be done. There'll be a fair outcome. But the Justice also means a karmic reward for efforts that you've made in the past. So if you have gone through a lot and sacrificed yourself in the past, now you're getting rewarded by the universe with a love that's really good and stable, and a real strong connection, and even financial support with the wealth card. And the King of Swords, that could be that you could be dealing with someone who is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you're dealing with someone who is a little bit aloof. You may feel like they're unapproachable. but it's just that they are serious thinkers and they use logic instead of emotion. So because Pisces is all about feeling. You let your heart rule you. You let your heart guide you. If it feels right to you, you do it. If it doesn't feel right, you don't. Whereas the air signs, or the King of Swords, is more, does it make sense? Is it logical? They're more practical, more logical, they're more analytical. So it could be that you're dealing with someone who's like that, or it could also mean that you need to be a little bit more analytical this time around. Don't just, because Pisces has so much compassion, sometimes you fall for people that are needy or that, have a problem and you want to help them, you want to fix them, you want to love them, to, solve all their problems with love. You're like, oh, I feel sorry for you. If I love you enough, I will fix you. I will, make up for all the hurt you've experienced. This time around, I think you're using your head instead of your heart. Like, okay, is this person a work in progress? Am I wasting my time? Am I sacrificing too much? Or is this person someone I could really lean back into and know that they're going to be there for me? And I think you have the potential to meet someone or to be with someone, to form some kind of soulmate connection that will give you the love you deserve and also the security. Someone who's going to be there for you, not someone who's a taker. A lot of times Pisces get involved with where they're doing all the giving and the other person's just doing all the taking. I feel like you're moving away from that energy, especially with the Devil card here. Sometimes that can mean a toxic relationship or a codependent type relationship where one person, there's an imbalance. Where you're helping someone, they're always got a problem, or they're always, the victim, and you're always the one picking up the slack. I feel like you're moving away from that energy and you're moving into something that's going to be more right for you. And justice is going to be done. Karma. This is a karmic tie. So you could be connecting with a soulmate. Someone that's going to bring stability and abundance and love back into your life. So let's see what the astrology has to say. We've got the full moon in Sag. Well, first, Saturn goes retrograde. That's number one. That's at the beginning. Right? Mercury goes direct, so that's good because anything that was, like any kind of communication issues that have been stalled are going to start to move now. Any kind of communication where there was a misunderstanding or misrepresentation, that can all be cleared up. You have Saturn in your 12th house, so you may be doing some rethinking about what do I need to let go of, what do I need to release, what kind of, you're finishing up old karma, especially with the Justice card in the reading. It's like you're clearing out the past. You've paid your dues, and now you're ready to clear the decks, drop some obligations, and start fresh. And this full moon is happening in your 10th house, and the sun is in your 4th house. So this is going to be strong because it's in the angular houses. So there could be some completion, something completing in a career endeavor. Maybe you're completing a project that has to do with your job and you're getting recognition for it. Or you're ending a cycle in your life, both with home and family. You're taking, something's coming to completion. Something's also being revealed at this time. You have Neptune going through the 1st house, so maybe you have been kind of confused about what you want to do with life, how you want to be seen in the world. But I feel like you're going to get some clarity. The full moon's going to reveal certain things. With Neptune there, it could be that you still need to dig deeper because at the full moon, and just figure out who you want to be. Because I feel like there's a little bit of an identity confusion. Do I want to be in a relationship? Do I want to be in a career? What's more important, family, home, or being out in the world, being successful? Do I have to balance these things? Because you're going through, with Neptune in the 1st house, you could also come across as someone who's very compassionate. But then again, you have to ask yourself, am I presenting who I really am? Or am I just acting in a way that I want people to think I am, so I want to be accepted? So you have to really figure out and define who you are. Because Neptune can bring confusion about your identity. Like, who am I? What should I be doing? What's my role in the world? What's my purpose? Saturn is in your 12th house, and it's going to be trining the sun, sextile the moon. So you really have a support from behind the scenes. the 12th house is like the house of hidden enemies, but Saturn is favoring this. So Saturn is telling you, if you do the work, if you dig deeper, you could resolve a lot of issues where you might have been programmed psychologically by a parent or an authority figure. And maybe you need to look at that. And once you solve that issue and you release the past, especially around home and family, issues around home and family, complete that, figure that out, see the reality, then you can be freed from that. You're not going to be controlled by any kind of unconscious programming, especially programming that you received in childhood. The third house, you have Venus, Uranus, and the North Node in the third house. So there could be a new developments, unexpected developments around your siblings, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, your closest friends, your neighborhood. There could even be a love interest that comes out of your local environment. You're running around town and you hook up with someone, all of a sudden you meet someone suddenly, and there's an attraction there. It's a good time for communicating, resolving any differences, because Venus, you're going to be really charming and you're going to be willing to compromise with Venus there. You have Mercury moving into the fourth house in Gemini. So there's going to be, and it's squaring Pluto. Before it moves into Gemini, it squares Pluto in the 11th house. So you could have some conflicts in communication with your friends, or if you're working in a group project, you just want to be careful that you don't come across too harsh in your communication style, or that you might be dealing with some kind of power struggle in a group, like who's going to be the boss or who's pulling the strings, because Pluto is about power. Wielding power could be manipulation, could be power struggles. Also, you don't want to be, either you're dealing with a bully or you don't want to be the bully either. So you want to learn how to use power in a positive way, where you're empowering the group, using your speech to inspire rather than to cut down. Mars is in your second house, so with Chiron. So when Mars goes into the second house, your expenses may rise a little, and you're figuring out ways to bring in more money. Because wherever Mars is, that's where your action is. That's what you're fighting for. Mars is the warrior. So in the second house, you're fighting for finances. You're fighting for financial security. So if there's something that you really value, you may have to fight to get the money that you deserve, to get paid, to get supported. There could be some wounds. The second house is also about self-esteem. You might be working on issues of self-esteem. You might have to heal some wounds around money and what you value. And are you being valued? Are you getting paid what you're worth? Are you accepting too little in life from others, either both financially and also in love? So Mars can help you fight for what you really need, for what's important. And it's also helpful to give you the courage to heal any wounds around how you feel about yourself and how you attract love and money. And also fight for your security, for feelings of security. Like, what do I need to feel safe in the world? What do I need to feel secure? You're going to be fighting that battle, but you're also going to be healing wounds that have prevented you from experiencing that. So this is there's some psychological things happening that if you have the courage to face and deal with, you can release them for good and not ever be bound by them. Because once you free yourself of that psychological baggage, then you are empowered. You become empowered and you can do anything. So then we have the new moon. So after you see what needs to be done, the full moon is going to show you, this is what you need to do. This is what's happening. This is what the problem is. This is how you can resolve it. And it's up to you if you want to do the work, if you want to take on that challenge. And it's going to involve commitment and discipline and seeing things realistically, not seeing what you want to see, but seeing what's there. Then you have this new moon in Cancer. And that's in your fifth house of romance and fun and children. So you could be having a really good time at the end of the month. This new moon represents a new beginning. You could be connecting with someone who really nurtures you, who you really feel is there for you. And since Cancer is also the mother figure, the maternal, you could be spending more time with children. You could have a new beginning with your children, where you're feeling more nurtured, more nurturing toward children. Maybe you might even have a desire to have a child if you don't have any children. This moon is squared by Jupiter in the second house. So at this time, when Jupiter moves into your second house, it's bringing abundance with it. Jupiter means expansion, expands whatever it touches. It brings abundance and opportunity. So if you're having any financial difficulties at the beginning of the month, they might be resolved by the end of the month at this new moon, and you have an opportunity for a new beginning, maybe a new job that pays more, or a new project that comes in that gives you the wealth that you deserve. The only thing that you have to watch out for, because Jupiter in a square aspect to this new beginning, be careful that you're not overspending or overgiving, especially to your kids, or if you're in a new romance, you might be like, let's party, let's, spend money like crazy, eat, drink, and be merry. So watch your purse strings, because you're going to be you're going to be in a good mood by the end of the month. So don't blow all your win. If you win a lot of money, or if you receive a better job and you got all this money coming in, don't blow it all because you're all like excited and happy. Venus is going to be in your 4th house, sextile Jupiter. So things are going to be really nice at home. Your home life is going to be more harmonious. If you've been arguing with someone that you live with, Venus can help soften that, that energy. And you could be more charming. Your partner might be even more charming. But Venus also in the 4th house, I feel like money's coming in. You might use some of that money to fix up your house. If you, decorate, paint, get new furniture. When Venus is in the 4th, you want to redecorate. You want to make your home beautiful. You want to make it like your sanctuary, your calm, your beautiful sanctuary. Mars is in the 2nd, like I said, and it's sextile Saturn in the 12th. So if you have any issues that have to be resolved, any projects that need to be finished, any baggage from the past, psychological, especially because the 12th house is psychological issues, and especially with Saturn there, it could be related to a father figure or even a parent. Mars is giving you the courage to resolve that and to release it. Pluto's in the 11th, so your friendships are changing. You're dealing with powerful people. You're joining a group that really wants to change the world in a positive way. Mercury, at this point, Mercury has moved into Gemini, and it's sextile. It's sextile Chiron. Hold on a minute. Mercury's in the 4th house. I got okay. Hold on a minute. Okay, Mercury's in the 4th house. Okay. So let me go back. So you have Chiron in the 2nd, but Mercury's in the 4th. So that's good, and it's sextiling Chiron. So if you have any family issues that need to be healed, communication is going to be important. It's good. And Mercury in Gemini it's in its home sign. So it's going to be strong. So speak up about anything. If you want to bring peace to a situation, especially a family situation, now is the time, because you have Venus and Mercury working for you in the 4th house. So you could be working at home on some kind of writing project, or using technology in some way, writing, communication, marketing, whatever it is. It could be a work thing, but it could also be a family thing, a time when you need to communicate to family members and resolve any differences and heal any wounds, especially anything that made you feel insecure or made you feel that you were not valued. Those are where the wounds are. So work on feeling, realizing that you do have value, you do have talents, and you should be paid for those talents, and you should not settle for less. But I feel like you're going to get recognized. You have the 6 of Wands here. So you're going to get recognition, and you're going to get money. So whether it comes in the form of a promotion, or when it comes in the form of a new partnership that brings abundance and support to your life, you are moving away from difficulty this month, Pisces. And you are going to be rewarded by the universe. A decision will be fair and in your favor. So for any of you that are out there that have any kind of legal issues, that could be resolved in a fair way. And you'll have you'll be like, okay, good, I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's done. And now I can focus on having fun and giving and receiving love. So you're going to be celebrating by the end of the month. So you have an opportunity for a new beginning. Make it a good one. Don't be afraid of these new beginnings. Don't be afraid. Don't think that, nothing good could ever happen to you. If you've been through a lot, you're coming to the end of that hardship and you're moving into a better time. So that's my forecast, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, leave a comment. If you want a private reading, because this is just a general reading, it may not apply to everyone. If you want a reading where we're dealing specifically with you and your issues, click on the link in the description box. It will take you to my website and you can schedule a reading with me. In the meantime, I want to say thank you, everyone, for supporting this channel. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscribes, and your readings that you've purchased. I have loved working with all of you, and I always enjoy meeting new people. I mean, that's why I'm doing this. I just love talking to people, helping them find clarity. So anyway, have a wonderful June, and it's going to end on a good note, I think, for you. So don't worry. Better times are coming. Enjoy your June, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.